So I'm going to show you guys how to incorporate square roots into solving equations. Basically, this is no different than stuff we were doing at the beginning of the school year, except it kind of pulls in what we've done the last week or so with square roots. All right. Forgot to turn my thing on here. Um, like I said, all the skills that you've used in solving an equation still come back into play here. What I kind of need you to do in a case like this is think of the square not actually being there. Okay, and that's the equation I'm asking you to solve. So you would do your normal steps of, subtract 5 here. Okay, so that gives you 2x is 12. And then you divide by 2, and you get x to be 6. However, that wasn't the original equation, right? The original equation had the squared in there. So I'm going to slide that back in. So you do all your normal work. You get down to the end here. Instead of having x equals your answer, you have x squared equals some number. Well, I'm going to take the square root of both sides of this. When I square root a square, that just spits out the x. And your answer, don't forget, every square root has two values, positive and negative. It's just x is positive, negative root 6. You're going to get two answers to each of these. So I'm going to keep on trucking here. 7x squared is 28. So when I divide by my 7, I get 4. So when I square root both sides, x is positive and negative 2. Okay, you can, if you'd like, when you do your homework, you can install an equation editor and type this stuff up in a doc, but it would be easier just to work it out on a piece of paper, take a picture, and turn it in my opinion. All right, this is a proportion, but similarly, I'm going to take x times x, that's x squared. 5 times 3, that's 15. So when I square root both sides, I get x to be positive and negative square root 15. What we'll, what we'll get into within the next day or so is how to go further with that. Some of these square roots will simplify, which was what we did yesterday. Oh, that should be a y there, not an x. Can't multiply an x and a y. So y squared, and then 36 on the right. Square root both sides. Y is positive and negative 6. So some of these will be perfect squares that you can take the root of. Some of them won't be, so just leave them under the radical. Okay. Easy peasy.